Okay, so it's been since 2012 since we last had a Virtua Fighter. That game being Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. I think it was more like an arcade indie style game. But we might actually see even a new Virtua Fighter or a remastered Virtua Fighter, who knows. Now the reason I'm saying that is a few weeks back Sega have renewed the trademark of Virtua Fighter. Now this could mean anything. They could have renewed it to, stop people making a Virtua Fighter without them, or it could be the fact they could be reviving the series. I'm actually hoping it's the latter, because I'm just going to come out and say it now. The Virtua Fighter series was my favourite fighting game of all time. From the first one I played was Virtua Fighter 2, then obviously I went back to the original. But I absolutely adore those games because they're just really enjoyable to play, and especially when you go up against your mates, you can have a massive laugh with them. I enjoyed Virtua Fighter a lot more than I did with the likes of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat and things like that. Now, is it possible that the Virtua Fighter series could be revived? I most certainly hope so, because like I said, Virtua Fighter is so good. Now yes, if you go to the fighting game list out at the moment, if you go Dead or Alive 5, you do get the likes of Akira, Jackie Pie and Sarah as playable characters in the game, and thankfully they haven't changed the fighting style of the game. I still remember, if any of you remember, when Shenmue was out, they basically used the Virtua Fighter engine for Ryu. I'm hoping they're coming out. This is basically, I'm going to go through the list now of all the games that have been out for Virtua Fighter, all the Virtua Fighter games. You had Virtua Fighter Remix, Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter Kids, which I actually didn't enjoy. If anything, that was probably the worst one I played. But let me know what you thought of Virtua Fighter Kids down below. And then also you had Virtua Fighter 3. Virtua Fighter 4, in my opinion, was their best one. I mean, everything felt fluid, it was a proper challenge, everything about it. I couldn't fault the game myself. Then you had Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. You had a Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary. I haven't actually seen that out. You got Virtua Fighter 5, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. And obviously another one which I thoroughly enjoyed was done by, I believe the company was AM2 that did it. I think that's the case. But they also did a Fighters Mega Mix, which was out on the Saturn, which was bloody brilliant. It still feels weird to this day when I do play it, and you can actually fight as Hornet from Daytona, USA. Yes, it is a car, but it still feels weird and feels great to this day. All in all, I am praying that another Virtua Fighter comes out. You're probably going to see gameplay footage of me playing Virtua Fighter 2 right now, but I thoroughly enjoyed this series, and it's a shame that it isn't going on. I still consider this a heavy hitter in terms of which fighting series was the greatest. And, as well as even Soul Calibur, I'd like to see a new Soul Calibur out as well, because in my eyes, I think the two fighting series that need to come back are Virtua Fighter and Soul Calibur, but most importantly with Virtua Fighter, because the childhood memories I have of that, it just brings smiles to my face. But what do you guys think in the comments below? Would you like to see a new Virtua Fighter come out? Did you enjoy them when you played them as a kid or anything? But I'm praying, I would love it if they did release a Virtua Fighter. You never know. They're probably going to see how, Sega are probably going to see how the likes of Sonic Mania and the other Sonic game that's due to release next year, they're probably going to see how they do first. And you never know, we might hear something from this at next year's E3, you never know. But this is Jamesy Boy logging off. You guys take care.